Greetings. I'm Dazon Dixon Jallow, founder and president of Sister Love in the United States and Sister Love International in South Africa. And on behalf of Sister Love's board of directors, staff, interns, volunteers, and thousands of people whom we have touched either through services or programs or partnership, I take this moment to share our gratitude and our love with all of you who have supported us this year. Whether through donations, volunteering your time, listening and participating in our virtual, hybrid, and in-person events and activities, we are most grateful and we send you all our appreciative love. It is a profound moment in which we find ourselves again as we usher out 2021 and welcome 2022 with the hopes that this is the year we turn the tide on the global coronavirus pandemic, turn up the heat on the marathon race to end the HIV epidemic, shut down the pervasive, slow-moving shadow pandemic of gender-based violence, and reinvigorate our fight to preserve and forever protect the rights of women, girls, femmes, and gender-expansive people in all our diversities to our bodily and our personal autonomy. With abortion rights in the United States on the verge of being taken away by the Supreme Court, and with economies struggling to revive on the backs of women and essential workers who still need equitable pay and economic opportunity, and because the far right and anti-black racists, fascists, and white supremacists are hell-bent to destroy democracy in the interest of power and privilege, we are even more energized and more motivated to stay in the struggle for the dignity and justice we all deserve. We will stick to our belief that when Black women organize, we change things for ourselves and for everyone. And we will keep the faith that our collective and intersectional struggles are actually winning, even in the midst of tremendous losses and uncertain times. Whew, this really has been a heck of a year, and while we could sit and only reflect on our challenges and lessons learned, we choose to name and celebrate some of our biggest achievements in 2021. Yes, this past year we lost some of our most beloved and honored people who mean so much to our work, our legacy, our lives. But let's see what we also have achieved to celebrate in 2021. We've shifted a few paradigms, including developing ways to move away from using risk as a way to engage women in their own sexual health, well-being, and pleasure with the introduction of our Healthy Love Assessment, now a tool to allow people the agency to share their aspirations for their sexual well-being instead of focus on the negative aspects of their sexual risks. We hosted a hybrid Healthy Love Youth Advocates Annual Summit. It's our first hybrid, second virtual. And we secured new funding for reinventing community engagement in research to be community-driven and managed by community organizations. We've published numerous articles, papers, educational materials, and lots of media exposure based on our own research, our health education programs, and a real go-getter communications team. Sister Love has achieved one of our biggest aims, which was to become a go-to community partner for sexual and reproductive health research with Black women. Our community-based research program is now engaged with 16 studies. In addition to these things, we have released our Love Guide, a new comprehensive resource tool that's also available in addition to our webpage on a mobile app. We launched the Women Now Institute, a newly expanded version or enterprise of what has been the Women Now Summit. Check that out at womennow.world. We have won awards with our Georgia Accessing Medication Abortion study. We have expanded and really upgraded our websites and our social media presence. We are more popular and more engaged than ever. And we partnered to present the first ever Black Women's Reproductive Justice Policy Agenda to Congress, to our communities, to our stakeholders, and to those who invest in sexual and reproductive health rights and justice. Now, as we look ahead, we're looking forward to expanding on our health education programs to incorporate triple-negative breast cancer in Black women, especially women living with HIV, and those in our LGBTQ family. We will be launching the first of many podcast series, and we will continue to do our research on our popular education and community advocacy that is working to increase awareness and prevention of cervical cancer in women living with HIV, especially Black women. We're working with state and local elected leaders on Black women's legislative agenda, and we're strengthening our own infrastructure to sustain unexpected shifts, ongoing changes, and transitions in response to the pandemics. We're building a stronger global movement to achieve sexual and reproductive justice for women and girls of African descent worldwide through our expanded Women Now enterprise, making Healthy Love a popular and much sought after integrated approach to preventing HIV and other STIs, as well as gender-based violence, and integrating all the new news around HIV biomedical prevention strategies. We've got lots more innovative interventions and cool ideas coming. And that's why we need you to give your tax-deductible donation now, before the year ends, while it still counts for 2021. And know that your investment in our work is a commitment to the change we all seek for our communities. As we enter these holy days or holidays, whichever you celebrate, I wish for you all a most wondrous festive season, a healthy winter-summer break, and a joyous new year.